How's it been to have Aaron Rodgers back in the fold as regularly as you've seen him, Breece?
Yeah, he's my locker mate, so I miss him a lot. But it's been cool to have him back for the games and stuff. Me and him have some really good conversations, and he's a real cool dude.
What do you mean he's your locker mate? What do you mean by that?
His locker is right next to mine,
Okay,
like direct.
that's
Yeah,
what I figured.
yeah.
So when he's there, what can you share with the viewers and listeners of this program about what you guys talk about, Breece?
You can't give away the secrets of greatness, man. So I can't even can't even share that with you.
Okay, so but you talk about greatness, is what you said.
Yeah.
That's what you
Oh
guys
yeah.
are talking about. Because when you
Oh yeah.
said, Zach being thrown into the fire, do you think that has anything to do with, maybe that cheesehead you threw into the fire during the winter, Breece? Did that have
No,
anything
I
to
don't
do with
think it
it?
has anything to do with that. I feel like that was just good luck. I feel like it pulled Aaron towards us, and then he got here, and we're excited to get him back. But we're also excited to see Zach keep growing and see how much better he can get as well.
Well, obviously, then the bad luck of the first 5 snaps of the season happened.
Yeah.
When you see Rodgers now, Breece Hall, do you think he's coming back this year?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. Obviously we'd love to have him back, but at the end of the day, that's kind of up to him and his rehab process. So, we hope for the best that we'll get him back, but he still has to go through it just like I did. And me and him have talked a lot about like rehabs and how everything's been going and stuff like that too. So, obviously I'm excited to have him back, but at the end of the day, it's all on him.
No, obviously it's all on him, but I mean, and I understand what it's infused with. If you're like, yeah, you think he's coming back, that
Yeah.
means that that he's got to come back because Zach's not the answer, and I don't want that to be understood in my question. I'm
Right.
just wondering if you see what he looks like, and you've been around him. He's your locker mate. If you believe Breece Hall that Aaron Rodgers is coming back this year.
Yeah, I think he's too competitive not to. It'd be good. It's going to be good to, like I said, to get him back. But I'm excited to see how Zach grows as well. And I feel like those two together, like they're pushing each other. They have a good time together, and it's been cool to see how those two can really compare to each other, and how those two pick each other's brains, and how Aaron challenges Zach, and how Zach can challenge Aaron a little bit. So I'm excited for both of them
Yeah,
for
and he
sure.
also said to McAfee on McAfee's show that he's got a long way to go, but for him to play again this season, the Jets also need to be quote unquote alive.
Exactly.
Is that in your thought process as you go about your business? That if you do your business the way you want it, that then lends more credence to Rodgers coming back because you'd be alive, Breece?
I think like week in and week out, we want to win the game and everything. We're trying our hardest to win, and I feel like with the defense we have, if the offense, if we come alive and we start playing how we know we could play, then there's no telling why we shouldn't be in the playoffs. So I'm pretty confident in that once we hit our stride and once we get rolling, then we'll be fine.
And it's interesting, Breece Hall here on the Rich Eisen Show, Monday Night Football on many of these Westwood One stations, and of course right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Laken Tomlinson got very emotional a couple weeks ago after the win over the Eagles, talking about the locker room. Thomas Morstead did the same thing after your win over the Giants. Can you give me an example of the brotherhood of this locker room, Breece Hall?
Just everything. You walk into the locker room, you see, we got cornhole set up, we got Connect Four, we got checkers and chess. Just seeing how much time everybody loves to spend around each other, even after practice and after meetings, when guys could easily just be picking up their stuff and going home. You'll see all the tight ends in there playing cornhole, and all the running backs in there will be playing music and rapping or just goofing off and stuff. And like guys in different positions chilling out with each other, just talking, or guys in the cafeteria just eating, talking, and spending time together. All that stuff, it matters. I feel like most guys on our team have a great relationship with each other. All of us are we're willing to talk to each other anywhere. So it's been good to be around these guys. And I think another good thing is that a lot of the guys on our team are young, but we have OGs on the team that are willing to show us the way and give us advice when we need it and keep us in check. So it's been good for sure.
So was that not the case last year, Breece, straight up?
Um, I think it was. It's just like I said, we were an even younger team last year, so we had to learn how to win, and we're still doing that now. Even as an offense, we're still learning how to be more consistent, put teams away when we know we can, and stuff like that. So I feel like we just from last year to this year, we just took another step in that direction, especially with getting Aaron and how he likes to have everybody on their P's and Q's. And with him and Zach now, we know that if we're on our P's and Q's and they're going to get us the ball.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.